Should Congress repeal the RFS? What is the RFS? The RFS, or Renewable Fuel Standard, is a government mandate to add more non-fossil fuels to our fuel supply. Congress created the RFS in 2005 to stem our reliance on oil in favor of fuels made from non-fossil biological material, like corn. The RFS mandated a specific gallon amount of biofuels be added to our supply every year. Doesn't sound so bad, right? Here's where it gets tricky. The gallon amounts put into place a decade ago assumed that the U.S. fuel consumption would grow by 30% by 2030. However, the recession greatly reduced fuel consumption. Fuel consumption is now predicted to stay the same or even decrease in the next few decades, a far cry from a 30% increase by 2030. Since the amount of RFS-mandated biofuel is measured in gallons instead of percentages, the ratio of biofuel to petroleum-based products is much higher than initially anticipated. This also makes it very hard to adjust to changing market conditions. This just doesn't work for our economy. Right now, automakers aren't making cars that can run on biofuel-rich gasoline. That's not all. We already know that the amount of biofuels in the general market is measured in gallons. In a crazy twist, the amount an individual manufacturer must sell is measured by percentage. Since people aren't buying biofuel-heavy products, manufacturers will withhold petroleum products to make sure they're selling the right percentage of biofuels, creating scarcity in the fuel market. Scarcity means you pay more for the product. Let's recap. The RFS mandates a specific gallon amount of biofuels in our fuel supply and that manufacturers sell a certain percentage of biofuels. These amounts are not based on up-to-date market information. Because of the way the law was written, the EPA could possibly waive or change the renewable fuel standard. But it's a complicated and timely process. The only viable long-term solution is to repeal the RFS.